back to my channel. In today's video, I'm serving you this extremely glamorous, this extremely dramatic, glamorous look, which is inspired and derived from all your requests. So someone wanted to see how I do the glitter liner on my crease. Someone wanted to see me use colors. So I used this a little unusual bottom green sort of color that but at the same time I tried to tone it down by using lots and lots of neutral colors, so that's more wearable. This look you can obviously wear wherever your little heart desires, but you can also try this for prom season that's coming up, or Eid is in a while, but sure, you can also wear it for that. You can always switch up the colors and the pigments and customize it. So you can obviously leave your suggestions down below if you have any on the comment section, or if you want you can also message me on my socials. All my social handles are always listed down below, so just give that a check. I will also be sure to list all the products I use down below, so if you have any confusion you can always check that out. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and before you leave, please do give this video a like if you've liked it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and help me grow by sharing my content with your friends and family who might be interested. And that's it. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye!
We wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new, baby, but you know I never will, no, so I choke you down just like a pill.
Okay, so now that we're baking and we have the base out of the way, I'm going to start my eyes by using the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette, and I'm taking that white shade and setting my eyelids with that, and then going in with this typical brown transition shade and a fluffy brush. I'm going to apply that all over my lids. In this video I tried to include all my brushes that I use just because you guys always request to see brush tutorials. Next I'm jumping into the NYX Ultimate Cool Neutrals palette, and I'm going in with this gray ashy shade, and I'm using this tapered brush. I think it's a tapered brush or a tapered blending brush, but you can look at the shape and you can sort of have an idea. This brush is from the Zoeva Rose Gold collection, and yeah, I'm just placing that gray shade under the transition, and here I flipped the brush sideways, and that sort of helps blend it out, which is why I really like these sort of tapered brushes. And every time I keep my fluffy brush handy and I go back and blend the edges out. Going in with this darker bronze shade and the tapered brush from the Real Technique set, the core set I think, I am using that on my crease a little bit lower than the transition and just deepening up the crease. Next I went in with the star of the show, this green color, and I used the Anastasia brush that comes with all the palettes. I'm using the more flat side to pack on the color, and then I'm gonna jump in with this NYX tapered blending brush. I love this brush. It has a dome sort of shape, but it's very fluffy, so it's really easy to blend, and I'm just blending that green color out and going back in and packing it on again and blending it out until I reach the sort of pigmentation that I desire. Next, once again I am blending it all out to make sure everything is seamless and just very blended. And then going in with this flat concealer brush, I'm gonna carve out my crease. I kept the entire clip in so that you guys could see how I do it. So I'm just very precisely and slowly cutting my crease. work in small sections. Don't try to like do it all at one go. And I'm also blending it out with a brush. And then I'm taking this golden shade from Zoeva palette, and I'm again using a flat brush to pack on that color. The edge really helps define it. And then I'm going back in with my Anastasia brush and just packing on some of the green color that we lost during the carving. Next, I'm going in with this darker golden shade, more of a bronze shade, and I'm just using that as a transition between the green and the light golden. Next, I went in with this NYX Pigment. I think it's called Old Hollywood. I'll have the name listed down below, and I'm once again using that flat brush to really pack on the pigment onto my eyelids. And once again, I'm using my NYX tapered fluffy brush to just blend everything out. And then this is the part which some of you requested to see. So I'm using this Tarte glitter liner, and I'm using the metallic shade. And as you can see, I'm working in really small sections. First, I'm carving out a very thin line, and then I go in 1 to 2 times again and again, just to sort of achieve the width that I desire. But don't try to make it thick in the first go. In the first go, try to keep it as thin as possible. And then once you have the sort of shape that you want, and once you've placed it in the right place, then you can go ahead and tweak around it to get it to the width that you want. All I can say is just stay very steady. Try to use the thinnest brush possible. Even if it doesn't come with a thin brush, you can always get thin brushes from art supplies stores. And then I'm using that Anastasia packing brush to just define my crease a little bit. Next, I went in with this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea So Fine liner. It's so thin and literally so fine. I loved using it. And now I'm just dusting off all my baking that's been sitting under my eyes, and then just replicating what I did on my top lid to my bottom lid. So first I went in with that green shade, and then all the other browns. I don't know why this green looks so blue here. In real life, it looks more like dark greenish, like a bottom green. And then I just applied some nude liner to my lower lash line to make my eyes look bigger again after all that dark shadow. And then I'm starting to prep for my falsies, so I'm curling my lashes and applying a coat of mascara. You want to make sure you let your mascara dry before you go in with falsies. And also I'll be tightlining my top lash line with a black liner. And today I'm going in with the House of Lashes Iconic, and I'm using this Ardell lash applicator, and I just place my lash on my lash line with the applicator, and then I go around the edges with my own fingers and I press it into place. You can also just use plain old tweezers, but this is what I had handy and this is what I use most of the time, or it really depends on my mood. But yeah, just use the applicator to place it on your lash band and then go around with your fingers to really set it in place. Or you can also go ahead with tweezers if that's what makes you comfortable. And also make sure to conceal your lash band with some liner, otherwise it can look really crooked and you can see the glue and it's just a mess. I used my Tarte blush palette, and then going in with highlighter, I'm using this beautiful Artist Couture Diamond Glow powder. I'm in love with this. It's such a stunning highlight. So I'm just highlighting my usual areas. Obviously I'm going overboard. So I'm highlighting my cupid's bow a little bit on my forehead where the light hits, my chin, and then I'm going in with some highlight under my eyebrows. I love this step. I always say this. So under my brows and then also my inner corners to give that a little pop. And once you've completed that, all that's remaining is lips. I went in with this Urban Decay lip liner and then my Milani lipstick and some gloss, and that was pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions about the products, They'll all be listed down below. Don't forget to show some love, leave me a like, and check out my social handles, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!